NINAS is Nigerian Indigenous Nationalities Alliance for Self-Determination. Recall, it means Nigerian indigenous. That is people who are indigenous to this space called Nigeria. The nationalities in them, that's like Igbo, for instance. Now Igbo is a nationality, Ijaw is a nationality, and so on and so forth. Alliance, that means they all came together and said, this is what we want to do. Self-determination. Let us get something right. Self-determination does not necessarily mean secession. People confuse these issues. Self-determination does not equate to secession. Actually, if anybody has seceded, it is those Sharia states, which even according to Section 10 of their constitution, that says there will be no state religion, form the state religion, and as we speak, deploying that's the tenets of the state religion, and they are implementing and employing it, arresting people, jailing people, beating up people. And amongst the things they say they shouldn't be doing is they will not consume alcohol. They see alcohol, they destroy it. Now they come to me, I consume alcohol. Where I come from, we consume alcohol, but that's by choice. And we pay that. Then they carry the money and go and give to the same people who are no longer part of Nigeria. Strictly speaking, they are no longer part of Nigeria because they have seceded. Now here we are saying we want self-determination. That is to say, we want to determine what happens to us in Nigeria, but we determine how it will be. Of course, if eventually we don't want Nigeria, we'll all agree, okay, so be it. We don't want Nigeria. So, having told you what NINAS stands for, some people might be wondering, what is all this NINAS? Is it somebody's name? The 5-point agenda I've been talking about is that was propounded by NINAS. And they are as follows. That the federal government of Nigeria must acknowledge that there are constitutional grievances and that there is a sovereignty dispute as declared by the South and the Middle Belt of Nigeria. A little bit. Sovereignty resides in the people, not even just with it. In them, they determine who to cede part of it, not all, a portion of it. I cede it to you, come and do this work for me. Number 2, a formal commitment by the federal government of Nigeria to completely decommission that fraud called the 1999 Constitution. That is, take it and dump it where it actually belongs, which is in the waste bin. Number 3, formal announcement by the federal government of Nigeria suspending further elections, because the winners of any election held today will still swear an allegiance to that to uphold that same fraudulent document. So suspend all elections forthwith until we do what we need to do. Which brings me to the 4th demand. A formal invitation to the peoples of the South and the Middle Belt to work out and emplace a transitional authority which shall specify the modalities for the transition process. This has to be done. If you do that, then for those of them who pretend not to know what to do, we will help show them what they are supposed to do to ensure that there's a smooth transition to a nation that creates, engenders equality for all members of that society. And the 5th one, a formal initiation of a time-bound transitioning process. It's not the open-ended one that we have seen in the past. We will do this. 8 years down the line, we are still speaking English then. That will midwife the emergence of fresh constitutional protocols. And this will be in 2 stages. This program will include the regions holding referenda or referendums to determine, and plebiscites, to determine amongst themselves for what they want to go to the center with, to negotiate with other people. For instance now, as an Igbo man, we determine in Igbo land, this is Or these are the things we want. These are how we want to be governed. These are that. Or we want to. Oh, we have coal. All our coal. Let the federal government take it. Or no, we take it, but we contribute XYZ% of our revenue there to the center. Oh, police. No, we want police. We will still have a federal police. I'm just giving examples. So these are the things that constitute the 5-point demand of leaders. You can see that it's very easy. Because I'm not telling you not to do your own. I'm saying, I'll go and do my own. You do your own. We meet and we then agree. We will not leave that room. I use room figuratively. Until we agreed on all, not some, or most, all the points. How have we now decided to be governed? Have we decided to form a union? You cannot force me to union. It will break because I'm not part of it. Union is not just a physical thing. It's more of a spiritual thing, emotional thing, than even a physical thing. If I don't buy into it, you are wasting your time. All my actions, even if unintended, will end up undermining that union. Now, as it has been over the years, some portions, the middle belt and the south, have been bearing the burden of this so-called union. While some people have been reaping it, reaping REAPING, ripping from it, and RIPPING, ripping as you tear cloth. You see how it is now. Now we're saying enough is enough because there's just no hope. There's no light. In fact, as it is now, there's no end of tunnel. I'm not talking about there being light at the end of the tunnel. That is my position. And I stand by it anyway.
La 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 la.